Fourth time's a charm. Fifth time's a charm. What is this? 5 times?
I think we've got a couple more times before we get this right.
This is a flailing pile of crap so far. Is what it is. And this is Gets Old Fast podcast. The flailing pile of crap. Or it would be flaming, I guess. Over under, how many listeners do you think first podcast?
I'm gonna say 4 1/4.
A quarter person? just.
I think a half of a person will be listening, and then the other half is gonna be doing something else.
That would only be 4.5. Oh, half of a half person is going to be listening.
Yeah, half person.
Do you think LeBron was ever on a super team?
Yeah, 2.
Which ones?
Past couple of years with K-Love and Kyrie, and then whenever he was in Miami with D-Wade and Chris Bosh.
I think those could be considered super teams. Anytime that you go, especially the Miami one with D-Wade. D-Wade was still pretty much in his prime at that point. Mm-hmm. Chris Bosh, top 5 ugliest NBA players of all time. Maybe top 3,
like
but
bird.
He looks like a raptor. He looks like
bird.
a literal
giant raptor.
He looks like a
Why
literal
did he ever
raptor.
leave Toronto? He was their mascot.
He was their mascot. He should be getting residuals for their logo.
I mean,
Kyle Korver.
Channing Frye, yeah, but Korver, he makes about as good a 3-pointers now as I do. He used to be a lot better. Something happened this year, and he's lost it.
He looks like a poor man's version of Ashton Kutcher. Like not just a poor man's Ashton Kutcher, but if you took a poor man's Ashton Kutcher and then a poor man of that poor man,
yeah.
So we're poor man squared of Ashton Kutcher.
The poor man's pizza delivery guy, Ashton Kutcher.
Yes,
the guy who delivers the poor man.
He
delivers pizza to the poor man.
He's got like an overbite simultaneously with an underbite,
and
it's like which should be just a mid bite, but it's not. It's
and the I don't know, just it looked like as soon as he touched the ball, he looked like a Chinese person in a Mexican restaurant. Like, as soon as you walk in, you see a Chinese person making Mexican food, forget about it. It's not going to be good Mexican food.
I had no idea where you were going with that. He
doesn't know where he's going with the ball either.
Do not let this be racist. We
No.
might have a Chinese listener.
I'm just might. Not this episode.
I was, excuse me, I was 17 years old playing JV basketball.
Right.
Against kids that had just turned 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I had just played, I was just all-city offensive lineman. So I was a lot bigger and stronger than all of these kids.
Played point guard, right?
Played point guard. I was literally the only 250-plus point guard in the league. Set a record for most breaths taken and tightest uniform that year. Speaking of Seinfeld, this is unrelated. Did you see him blow off the kiss with Kesha, or the hug with Kesha?
Yes. That was awesome.
It's my favorite thing in the world.
He's
If
awesome.
she's a big fan, like she says she is.
Yeah.
You know, she said, I'm a big fan, and she went to give him a hug. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan.
Yeah.
I know he's not going to hug me.
Right.
Like, there's nothing
why
about
try?
him. No.
He's not a teddy bear. Like, you don't look at Jerry Seinfeld and be like, dude, I could totally give that guy a hug.
No, he doesn't.
Never thought that.
He doesn't want to touch you.
No.
He barely wants to talk to you.
No.
I mean,
I think the way he was in his sitcom is the way he is in real life. It's
Yeah.
he's funny to be around, but he's not necessarily a warm person.
No, I don't think he's probably even a super nice person.
No.
You know, but that's I don't know what she was thinking. And then she goes, "Oh, really?" And he goes, "Yeah, good luck though." Good luck though. It's so condescending.
The best way to end a personal reaction. Good luck.
They interviewed him afterwards and he's like, "I'm sorry, I just didn't know who she was, but I'm not hugging somebody I don't know who it is."
Do you think if he knew I think he knew, but if he actually knew who Kesha was, would he still hug her?
No, because there's not. Why would a grown? He's got to be 60.
Yeah.
Probably.
And he's got more Porsches than the actual Porsche dealer.
But why? I don't think a 60-year-old man cares about Kesha.
No.
I'm a 36-year-old man. I don't care about Kesha.
Yeah.
I don't know one song that Kesha sings.
I know that one that was on the radio
What does
What
she
is-
sing?
Brush her teeth with Jack Daniels or something. I don't know.
What song is that?
Uh,
How's it go? Sing it for us.
that was a strategic. I don't just say. Yeah, I don't know.
What is it? I'm trying to look up her song. JD, find me a Kesha song. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Here, I'm looking up. Oh,
Alexa.
sorry. It literally came up. I was mocking Siri. Okay,
That's why
Siri,
it's
go away.
Hey Siri.
All right, it says this.
There we go. My phone did it too.
This is the most Seinfeld thing he could have said. He says, when you get to be my age and you've done a couple things, you have your own reality. In my reality, I don't hug a total stranger. I have to meet someone and say hello. I got to start somewhere.
He was very politely saying she's like on a totally different level than me and not
He's saying I'm so rich
yeah.
and famous
Yeah.
that I live in my own bubble. And unless I invite you in my bubble.
I think you got to respect him for the way that he worded it, though, because he could totally be a jerk about it and just be like, "What if she's not important?"
He says, I'm 63. I don't know every pop star. I don't know everyone. Hug is not the first moment of a human. Two humans. Wait, hug is not
Hug is not.
first moment of a human. Two humans, he added. I never did that.
I never.
I don't know
no.
if this was by Google Translate or who wrote this. Hug is not first moment of a hug is not first moment of a human.
I'm with him though. Like I've known people that will introduce themselves with a hug, and it just feels so awkward. Like I don't even know your name.
Man, when I was living down in Florida, they did the whole kissing on the
Kiss hello.
kissing
That whole
on
episode of Seinfeld?
on the cheeks. It was the worst.
I can't do that.
Because it was
feel so
never who
odd.
I wanted to kiss me on the cheeks. It was never like
Right.
some chick. It was always like the chick's grandma.
And then you're like, do you reciprocate? Like, what part of the cheek do you kiss? The
I
lower,
didn't.
the
I
upper,
just-
the middle?
Straight tongue.
How straight tongue?
Just said, open up, Granny.
Lick 'em.
Just, Grandpa, I don't care. Everybody's getting kissed. I could just say, I don't know. Gringo, I don't know.
Bingo. Could be a segment.
And Jay,
man.
no, you're not crunching freaking croutons. Golly.
All the time.
Our producer here went to we're this is not a lie. We're in the back of a church sitting around the sound booth recording this podcast. Our producer is scavenging
His notorious food choice.
the church for something edible. Now there is chips here. There's probably candy.
There's enough pop to sink a ship.
There's pop. There's everything you could want. He goes and finds garlic flavored croutons,
and
and
they are not subtle as far as their scent.
and he crunches
subtle.
them so loud. It's the most disgusting, and they smell like trash. So the whole church smells like garlic, and he's going to crunch them. I can't do that, man.
It's like whenever you're supposed to make something that includes minced garlic, and you're like, I'm just lazy. I'll put some garlic salt on it, and the cap falls off, and half of the thing gets poured all over whatever it is that you're cooking. That's what they did with these croutons. They stuck them in a can of garlic salt, and then just poured the rest of the garlic salt in with it. There's so much garlic smell coming off those.
and they're so loud. He's gonna crunch 'em. Take that other pack away from him. You're like you're like my 3-year-old. I got to take crap away from you.
No, bad, no.
Can eat them later. But I don't understand. It's not like those are a health food. There's chips in there. You could go eat potato chips. It's gonna be it.
It's gonna be like the dude that wears a Hawaiian shirt to a party or something.
Even Hawaiian shirts had some. They have staying power.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna wear this. It's.
I actually have a Hawaiian shirt. I like Hawaiian shirts.
I wouldn't mind a Hawaiian shirt when I get
They're really comfy.
just fatter than I am now. Like if I get disgustingly fat, I'm gonna be all Hawaiian shirts all the time. Because they make those in like 12X shirts.
They do. They go up really high, and then you can unbutton them, and they get even bigger.
Yeah. If I got just disgustingly fat, I would get a tan stomach. I would just tan my stomach in an open Hawaiian shirt, just nonstop.
It's the way to go because then you're always on vacation.
Yeah.
That's,
At the opera, open shirt.
you
Hawaiian
go to
shirt.
opera.
Well, no, I've never been to an opera, but I mean, if I get that big, I'm going to the opera in a Hawaiian shirt.
Is there opera in Cincinnati? There
Yeah,
probably
there's opera
is.
here. There's everything in Cincinnati. We're a metropolis, man.
We are.
We
I went to see the Star Wars exhibit. That's pretty cool.
Okay, go
I know
ahead.
you
I know
want-
you're dying to talk
I
about
know
it.
you want to talk about that. Give me that number 4. 2 cheeseburger meal. Love it.
No, filet-o-fish. That's what I get. And I know
It's not bad.
I know how
bad.
that's got to be like straight carp out of the Ohio River, but I'll eat it because I don't care. Covered in tartar sauce,
That's not good.
and it's freaking good.
But that's problematic right there.
But this is the thing. You guys, you millennials, and I found out that I'm technically a millennial
Depends on who you ask, but yeah.
the other day. 36-year-old. I have nothing in common with millennials.
It's an
but
extremely large group of
it
people
is.
now.
It's like everybody on Earth is
I
a
feel,
millennial.
I feel like in 5 years, it's going to be anyone from the age of 1 to like 55 is a millennial,
when I was
which would take 30 seconds.
when I was a youth pastor, I made a promise to myself and to my God that I would never be the youth pastor that stood up and said, "Hey, first time through the line, everybody just grab a piece of pizza and a bag of chips, and if there's leftovers, you can come back for that second piece."
The rationing youth pastor.
Don't even have pizza.
Yeah.
One piece of pizza is not feeding anybody.
No one.
Not even a third grader.
Didn't feed me then, definitely don't feed me now.
They would do that, and then, the cool youth groups from the big churches would be like, "Hey, you guys go ahead, get 2 pieces of
2.
pizza.
Make sure one of them's cheese.
We got 2 pieces, and then we got some Dr. Thunder over here. We got some Mountain Lightning.
Mountain Lightning,
We're gonna
Dr.
drink some
Thunder.
Mountain
Oh, yeah.
Lightning. We're gonna play some Chubby Bunny, guys. It's gonna be
Chubby-
awesome. Then we're gonna play some dodgeball later. It's gonna be extreme
Yeah.
because everything was extreme back when I was
Stream.
in high school and college. Every youth group was like faith extreme. Nothing's extreme here, man.
Faith extreme.
There's like an acoustic guitar, and we're singing Father Abraham.